Shalom Markham. This is brother Kaya Kwan from Dagon Israelites camp. This is brother
Makafash.
Right. This is the first installment of, the Hebrew Israelites news network. Basically what we're going to be doing, we're just going to be going through news articles from the week past, giving an update on how the prophecies are unfolding and how the so-called white man's world is coming to an abrupt end. We're going to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work, the elect and the 1/3. Double honor unto the elders of GMS. Right? And we're just going to kick it off, man. So we'll start off. By the way, all these articles, we're going to put them up in the description so brothers can go to them articles if they want, man. But hey, let's just start off with this world monetary system, because basically everyone should know what the New World Order are up to, man. By New World Order I mean the elite of Esau, right? AKA the Illuminati. Evelyn Rothschild, David Rockefeller, all these top demons, right? Now, right now, what they're trying to do is they're trying to destroy the world currencies, right? Destroy the euro, destroy the dollar, destroy the pound, the yen, whatever. Destroy them all, so that they can input that one world currency and basically the chip, right? But that ain't gonna be a good look for the majority of you people out there, right? A lot of you don't believe that's gonna happen. Well, it's gonna happen, man, right? So this is the first article is from Bloomberg.com, and the headline is "Gold Will Outlive Dollar Once Slaughter Comes" by John Hathaway. And it says, the world's monetary system is in the process of melting down. We have entered the end game for the dollar as the dominant reserve currency, but most investors and policymakers are unaware of the implications, right? So a lot of you are going to get caught when this, a lot of you people that think you're rich, down to even the poor, you think you got $1 million in the bank, you're going to wake up one morning and find out that them dollars you got in the bank ain't worth shit, and ain't no one told you, right? You just been robbed blindly, right? Because you're walking around with a false balance, man. You're walking around with credit, man. Like, you ain't walking around with money, because money, according to the scriptures, brother, hold them ones. Get me Job chapter 1, like the substance of Job. According to the Bible, real money is what they would call today commodities, right? Gold, silver, oil, and so forth. What you're walking around with in your pocket is fiat currency. It's paper, man. That paper ain't worth nearly as much as what you're exchanging it for, right? And on top of that, it's nothing but debt, because all money is made out of debt. You feel me? You got that up?
Yeah. Book of Job chapter 1 verse 3. His substance also was 7,000 sheep.
No, 7,000 FDRs, man. Federal FRN, sorry, Federal Reserve notes.
And 3,000 camels. And 500 yoke of oxen.
500 yoke of oxen.
And 500 she asses.
Right.
And a very great household. So that this man was the greatest of all men to the east.
Right, man. They weren't dealing with that madness. That's why the guy in this article is saying gold is gonna outlive the dollar, because the dollar's worthless, man. Because they keep printing it to shit. They keep printing it and basically stealing what you've already got. Because every time they print off a new dollar, they're basically stealing from everyone who owns a so-called dollar before that, right? It's just because the currency works on the supply and demand. So the more they increase the supply, the less the dollar in your pocket's worth. So it's a stealth tax. You can call it that. They're robbing you. And when they print these dollars, they're just buying up. They're buying up everything, man. They're not even giving it to you. They're buying everything up, taking all the commodities, leaving you with paper, so that when the crash comes, you're gonna be dependent on who has the commodities. If the government are gonna be the ones holding well, not the government, but the elite are gonna be the ones holding the land, the gold, the food, which you ain't got in supply. That's why you're gonna have to take that chip, because they're gonna be holding everything you need. Not the men of the Lord. The Lord's gonna provide what we need. So it says there, in fact, it's a good time to get a scripture. Get Proverbs 11.
Yeah. Well, Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord.
A false balance is an abomination to the Lord. Carry on.
But a just weight is his delight.
A just weight is his delight. First of all, the dollar is a measurement of weight. But what you ain't weight of what? When you got a dollar, what are you getting? A piece of paper, man, a note. Where's the actual dollar? An IOU. Where's the actual dollar? You feel me? That's why the Most High is going to destroy all of this madness. And he's using the Illuminati to do it anyway. Right? It says here, the only questions are how long the denouncement of the dollar reserve system will last. And so it's not the denouement of the dollar reserve system will last, and how much more damage will be inflicted by new rounds of quantitative easing, which that's another way of saying printing. You know, Esau's got to come with his eloquent words. That's another way of saying printing off more money out of thin air, or more radical monetary measures to prop up the system. Right? Whether prolonged or sudden, the transition to a stable monetary system will become possible only when the shortcomings of the status quo become unbearable. You know, which he's trying to look beyond the system, but Esau ain't gonna get. He's just gonna get the chip. That's it. Right? Now let's move on to the next article. Right? This is from prisonplanet.com. It's called John Embry sees hyperinflation if Fed continues on quantitative easing path. Expect silver at $50. Right? So ask yourself, what's hyperinflation? Hyperinflation is when basically inflation is when the value of your currency goes down, so therefore the price you have to pay for commodities goes up. For example, if today a burger costs one pound for the American brothers, $1, right? And tomorrow, basically, because of what they've printed money, or for whatever reason, your dollar becomes worth less. The price of that burger is going to be inflated. So tomorrow you pay £2 or $2. That's inflation. Now hyperinflation is when in the beginning of a day it might cost you £1, and the end of the day it might cost you £1,000. That's hyper, and basically inflation on a hype. The inflation of prices, which is happening.
Sudden and steep increase, huh?
Sudden and steep increases, like 100% increases. I think it's from anything from 20% daily or something like that, right? And upwards. Which we're going into that situation, because the more they print the dollars, which they've not flooded the market with these dollars yet.
But they will.
But there's going to come a time when everyone's going to realize the dollar ain't worth shit, and what they're going to do, try and get rid of them dollars. That's going to flood the market with dollars. It's going to devalue the dollar on a ridiculous level. It's going to same thing's going to happen to all the currencies, right? And that's when all hell's going to break loose. You ain't going to be able to afford to get food.
China especially, man, because they're holding on to him, man, but they want to get rid of him, man.
Yeah, China's holding.
They need to get rid of him.
In fact, they're finding it hard to sell the treasuries.
Exactly. Yeah.
The new dollars they're printing, they're finding it hard to get rid of them. So let me just read a little regarding gold, like, because gold is, listen, from the beginning of time, man. What was Solomon rolling with? Silver and gold. What are we gonna be rolling with? Silver and gold. Now, not to say gold is going to save you, because in the time that's coming, basically the money system's not going to, a lot of people like to say, oh, gold is going to be the next money system. No, gold is going to be our money system in the kingdom. When the dollar crashes, Esau's still going to be in power. He's going to institute the chip. He ain't going to be accepting no gold coins, man, for all you idiots out there. You think, you know, having gold and silver for now is just stop me, you know, whatever. You might be able to barter on a small level, but you ain't going to be able to go into the concentration camps and get food with gold. They're going to confiscate your gold. Do you feel me?
They don't want you to have that.
They don't want you to have that. That's going to get confiscated so that you can get the chip, because if you got your own gold, that makes you less, you're not dependent on them. They want you completely dependent. No wealth, no nothing. Then you take that chip. That's why the scripture says they shall cast their silver in the streets. right? Because when the martial law kicks off, you ain't gonna be carting around. You got guys out there buying tons of gold. Like,
walk about it.
Unless you're the elite, which the elite are buying up all that gold and keeping it there for us, right? But the elite, they're not finished spoiling the world. If you got gold, they're gonna confiscate that. And I'll prove both those statements right now with one scripture. I think, bro, it's in the book of Isaiah. Woe unto them that's let me get that up. Right. It's in the book of Isaiah. Woe unto them that spoiled and was not it's in the book. Yeah, Isaiah should be the book of Isaiah. I'm trying to remember the scripture. Is it 10? No, that's on righteous decrees. One to them. Yeah, 33. Isaiah 33 and 1. Right? Because that's what basically this whole kind of dollar crash and all that kind of stuff. This is the elite of Esau. Really, they spoiled Jake before, but now they want to spoil the whole world. They've already started buying up all the world land and all those resources, but then they're gonna put you in that situation of martial law. Then they're gonna start the real spoiling. So all you people who you've got a couple pounds of gold in your house, you just average every day. It could be a cracker, but when martial law comes in, they're gonna know you had that gold, and they're gonna come and take it from you. Because then you're gonna have to take that chip. They ain't just gonna say, "Oh well, you can keep your possessions." No, they're going on socialism. They're going on communism level.
Everything off you, man.
They're gonna strip you of everything.
House, everything in your house.
Yes, that going into the housing market. They're saying that a lot of these guys, Esau messed up the whole note system for who actually has ownership of the house. So no one knows if you bought your house, you ain't got the note. The banks, about 15, 20 different banks are looking, have had the note. They don't know who has the note. So what's going to happen? The government are just going to say, look, for the interest of the situation, we're going to take control. So no one owns the house but the government. They're spoiling you, man. That's the New World Order. The New World Order is basically the top elite Edomites completely spoiling the world, man.
That's right, man. They'll take you out of your house and everything in it, man. There's enough for you in a female camp, man.
Get that scripture, Isaiah 33 and 1, right?
Yeah. Isaiah 33 verse 1.
Yeah.
Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Yeah.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
Yeah, when they shall cease to spoil. When's that going to be? When they cease to spoil. They're going to cease to spoil when the Lord, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, his real name is Yahushua, comes back and put a foot in their ass. Right? That's when they're going to cease to spoil, because Esau is going to be spoiling to the end. Right? This whole New World Order is all about spoiling, man. Spoiling and gaining control. They want it all. They don't just want some. They want it all. They don't just want most. They want it all. Right? You understand? And then we gonna spoil them. So when they gather up all this gold, the Most High is beautiful. When they confiscate all the gold and all that madness, and they store it up, that's for us. We gonna walk into them chambers, and the gold's gonna be nicely there waiting for us, man. We ain't gonna have to go around and find this guy, get this gold. And now Esau's gonna do that for us, man. So thank you, Evelyn.
Everything's trillions in his
thank you, Evelyn. You know, you're doing a hell of a job. Keep collecting that, confiscate that gold, because it's for the elect, right?
You wanna finish it off?
Yeah, finish that off, and then get me Ezekiel 7 and 19 after that.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. That's it,
right, again, be Ezekiel 7 and 19. So we ain't bringing out this information about the gold and the stuff, trying to tell brothers, alright, get certain things like that.